Well, hi guys. Thank you for joining me. So I thought I would start bringing you along with me for this journal I'm making. I'm doing some neat stuff, and I thought, well, it'd be cool to show some of this. So I guess we'll play a minute of catch up. Tally keeps wanting up here. I think she likes this pleather I laid down because she's been up here all day, sprawled out on it. Okay, so first, let me show you my journal. Okay, now here is now I've got to work on some of it, and then that's what we'll be doing. But right now, I just want to show you. Like, here is a crease that we need to cover. Okay, so I'm just gonna show you. And then there's a couple things we need to fix, but it's a work in progress. Okay, so I really like how it's turning out. I love these layers of patterns and colors. I think it's really fun. So this is some fall paper I got from Temu. A pack of it, Autumn Garden. And then I also have these ephemera pieces from Echo Park. Hello Autumn. It's a lot of cuteness. I've got a lot of scrap. And my daughter gave me a whole box of colored legal size file folders. And so I used a couple of orange ones on here. This is paper from Teresa. She gave me a really neat 8x8 pad, and I've used quite a bit of it. Retro print paper stack, DCWV. Okay, so that's some of that. This, I believe, is Dollar Tree paper, and no, Dollar General paper, 12x12. And then I made a writing board, and this was what I was doing last night, and I thought, man, I should have showed some of this because it's turning out neat. This is a writing board. And then looky here what I did. I think it turned out really neat. I used this pastel orange cardstock, but then I had a couple of scrap pieces from this cover, and then it covered it just perfect. And I really like how it turned out. I really think it looks neat. And then that is just a little opening. And it's just a slip for the writing board. I was trying something different, and I think it really turned out nice. I like, oh, this is splitting here a little bit. But that, we're going to put trim around that too. And then there's the back. Okay. And then I wrapped the back in that. And then I changed my mind on the width of this band here. And it's going to have to be that wide. And then I will just wrap some trim around that. And then I already added the Velcro there. Whoops. Where'd it go? Oh, there. I left it this side covered until I get it done, and then it will close there. But won't that look nice? Doesn't it look nice? Do you like it? And then these are the signatures, and I made 3 folders, and then on all of them I covered them with scraps and misprint papers, and just, just a collage of different papers and elements. And then those are folders. And then these papers I got from Junk Journal Diva, I believe at her auction. And then I just joined them. And then I printed this bird on the inside. I thought it was neat. And then they were too tall, so I just folded it down on both sides. And then all the signatures have that on the outside. They have a folder and then that. And then the other pages are just these Christie's printables. And then I made this writing page for all of them, and I didn't even add lines. You know, who says it has to have lines? You know, and then I just used the colored squares one, and then made a lighter transparent square. And this is Amazon craft paper and yellow legal paper I had, and more Christie's and yellow legal with my lines. This is just some scrapbook paper. I just wanted to add just another element. Here's all of these are Christie's printables. She has like 3 different fall designs going on. Look how pretty. And look, aren't they gorgeous? I just fell in love with them. And so I just used in a variety of her prints, and I changed them up. Like on a page, I didn't use the same. I used 2 different, and her images are square, and I didn't want to format them and crop them. So then what I did was just printed them as big as I could on legal size paper. So then this is like 7 by 7, and then I did this box image with the transparent circle in the middle. Okay, and then look how pretty. I just used her images and an assortment of them, and then that from Rhonda, and then the folder, and they're all the same, except this one has some green paper and the other 2 have yellow. And then I'm not going to show you all of them, but look, aren't they pretty? I just can't stand how pretty her images are. They're gorgeous. And then there's scrapbook paper, and then more of her images. Okay, and I just did the same to all 3 signatures. I did scrapbook paper, craft paper, colored paper with my lines, and her images, with which are 2 up different, and the line, the square transparent image on the back on the writing side, and then this on each signature of papers from Rhonda and the folder. Okay, so we've got 3 signatures ready to go. I don't know which one I like this one best, so we'll put that on top. And then I have yellow, green, yellow, and the green one has a few more pages, but that's okay. And this craft paper is sticking out a bit, but that's okay too. And then I figured I could what I'm going to do on the folder is, I haven't decided if I'm going to do it on the inside or outside, but put some lace so it sticks out past these craft pages, because the folders aren't quite as big, and then I let the pages keep getting bigger, so then the folder's a little short. So I'll probably put lace on that. And then I've got all 3 signatures ready to go. And I think it's going to be a lovely journal. What do you think? I've never done a fall journal, but I'm really liking it. And I haven't added anything to it or anything. I usually don't recommend doing the cover first, but I did. I've pulled all these out too. I'm probably going to put this one on the spine, and one of these, I haven't decided, wrapped around here, both inside and outside. Probably this one because it's a little wider, just to clean up that rough edge and the inside. Okay, and then I'll adhere the Velcro when we get there. Okay, and so today what we're going to do, but like I said, I've done all this on my own without sharing, so I thought I'd share some of it. Also, look at this. I got this from Amazon, and it is so much stuff, guys. It is unbelievable. Look at all these threads. And this is, I can't remember what it's called. You know, like upholstery repair kit or something. But these are heavy duty strings. Okay? And I might use one of these today. Well, I'm going to hide it. And the inside, these are all, the inside is all this page, which is a lot of orange. I wonder if the yellow one would match. That might be fun. How about that? Okay, we'll do that. There's not an orange, so we'll just do yellow. I could do the natural. No, I will do this one because I'm covering the spine with this. But that won't look pretty inside. Okay, we'll do natural. That'll look better. Okay, final answer. But look at all these strings, and they're all heavy duty thread. And then the needles, my gosh, guys, it came with so many needles, this kit. Sorry. I can't remember how many pieces it was. I can link it if y'all want it. I don't usually like to link Vine stuff since it's so new, but this alone is 30 needles. Then we've got, let me see, where's my Vine? What did I do with it? Wonder where it is. Where the heck did I thought, okay. But this is an assortment of needles. Look how many. Do you even see how many that is? Nice big needles. And oops. But I thought what I would do today is sew in the signatures and share how I do that. And then these, look at that. These are pretty fat. But they're bent and hooks and all kinds of needles. Okay. And then, I mean, I'll never need another needle in my life, really. And I'd have to work pretty hard to lose all these and need more. So we'll use that one. That's a nice big one. And it's got the curved ones. So, golly, guys. Addie, stay. She's crying. There you go. She wants up. And it came with a seam ripper and a tape measure and a thimble and needle threaders. Cute butterfly ones. Look how cute. So I'm really amazed at this kit, and I can link it if anybody wants. I do have wax thread too in this kit, but I don't know if I have enough. I don't know. No, I'm not going to use it. Okay. Let me find my awl and a ruler. And these are 7 1/4. No, 7 1/2. So minus 2 1/2 is a minus 1 1/2. Okay, 2. Okay, we'll just come in 2. So I'm going to just, that's at 7 1/2, so we'll come in at 5 1/2. and 2. But I thought I would just share this a little bit. This is not as precise as making a book, so I'm not going to do it like that. Well, it'd be helpful if I was on the inch side, right? So I do 2 holes in the spine. You know, that's plenty to hold it. I've never had one. Oof. Come apart. And I didn't even add any notebook paper. I didn't want them to get too fat. But I've been making these off and on for days, and I hadn't showed any of it. Well, I've shown them in videos, but I guess I've been itching to share them because I'm like, here, looky here what I'm doing, guys. Look at this, look at that. And I keep showing you parts of it. Okay. And then what I'm just going to do is center this top and bottom, center it in the middle. And then we're just going to put a dot. And let's see, that's right at the bottom of that line. A dot. Okay. Okay. And that looks to be in the center pretty much. And we're just going to punch a little bit and a little bit. And I'm just going to move over a little bit. And then move this way a little bit. Okay, so then I just pierced those a little bit on that side. So then I have seen that if you pierce them bigger on the outside, then your damaged area around your hole goes in. It's less disruptive on the outside if you, but that does look pretty pierced, but it's going in mostly. And I do like making these probably bigger than a lot of people because my hands hurt. I can't fight with the needle. But I go through the holes 3 times, which in my mind fills it up. No, I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to sew this with twine. That might look neat because it's thicker too. Let me get the twine. Hippie girl. I do have white cotton trim too. That was me plopping in the chair. I think I'll use this because it's bigger than that thread, and I punched some pretty big holes I need to fill up. Okay. And I'm going to pull a lot because string's cheap, and getting through a journal and having 10 inches shy of however much string you need is really stupid. I'd rather waste 10 feet for string than be short 10 inches, you know? Okay, so that's going to look like a lot of string, but we'll use it. Okay, here we go. Man, this is kind of a hot mess of a video, isn't it? Okay. This is just going to show how easy it is to sew in signatures. I think I'll just get a paper clip. There, that'll hold it. And I want to show y'all that this really isn't as hard as it seems, you know. So we're going to go out. And there's proper ways to do all this. I just do whatever, it doesn't matter. I've never had a journal fall apart. So there's proper terms and there's rules probably. And it's called a pamphlet stitch or something. You know, there's rules if you want to go look them up. But for some reason, a lot of mine I just do 2. And it's fine. 2 holes instead of 3. Okay. And now we're going to come, well, we better get the writing board out. Now we're going to come up. Sometimes I come in this side just to line the holes up to make it easier. Okay, 1, 2, this is just crochet thread I got from Walmart, I believe. So what have y'all been working on? Are y'all doing a fall journal? If you're not in Christie's Printables, you might need to be. She's got some gorgeous Christmas stuff too. My gosh. And it's free. Her stuff is amazing. And why won't that come through? There. Okay. I won. Okay, so there's just 1 on the inside. Okay. Now there's 2. Can you believe this kit of string and needles though? I couldn't believe how much it was. Oh heck. And I got the world's biggest bead kit. And of course they are out of order. They got messed up. in the, you know, like the sections leaked from one to the other, and there's these tiny glass beads, and it's gonna be a project to get them in the right category. Y'all will want to be watching my Sunday Vine haul. It's a lot of stuff. Okay, so that's 3 on the outside and 3 on the inside. Let me make sure. Yeah. So what we're going to do here is we are just going to come through just the journal signature, not the cover. Okay. So now this is how I jog over. Sorry. So there we came out the the bottom hole. Okay. Make sure I have it right side up. Set that aside. Now I will show you what we're going to do here. My hands aren't working. Okay. So we're just going to come up the back of this. And I was going to show you something that I haven't made very clear before. So when we come up here, do you see how these two signatures are now joined because they're right by each other? But what we want to do is we want to separate that so then it will be in line with the second row of holes, right? So we want it to be like that. So then what we're going to do next time is we're going to catch this thread and anchor it somehow and catch it somehow and pull it over and lock it in when we come through that hole. Okay? That's what I'm trying to do, and I was trying to show you, but I don't think I explained it very well. Because now if we pulled that tight, it would just pull it over to this signature. And that's not what we want. We want it to stretch out and be part of the middle, like it is. It's the middle signature, you know? So I'm going to show you how we're going to do that. But this is how I jog over neatly because I don't like it to be messy, you know? And then we're going to come up. And now we need to somehow catch that thread to line it up over to the center, because if we pull that tight, it's going to want to hug that because we pulled it. We need to jog it over somehow. So we need to pull it over here, and we're going to, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come around. Okay, we're going to pull it tight. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come around the top of that. Okay, I'm going to come around the top of it. And then that catches it. Okay. And then, let me make sure it's the right side up, yeah. Okay. And then we're going to come in through the signature. I'm loosening it, but we will tighten it all back up. And again, you might have to find your way through. Okay. 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 I'm gonna poke myself. I'm not bleeding. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to pull this taut. On the outside, pull it taut. And this way, pull it taut. Well, we got a knot back here. That's okay. Wow, this is the world's worst video. Sorry, guys. Hopefully you'll learn a lot, as you usually do with mine. You learn that what not to do stuff too, right? This cotton thread does tend to get tangled because it's kind of twisted, so then it wants to grab and tangle more so than wax thread. Well, it probably would have been more fun for you guys to watch me do the cover and the writing board pocket stuff than all this. Sorry. But I like watching process videos, and I like, how did they fix it? How did they decide? Why did they do that way? What made them, you got a whole room full of stuff. What made you pick that? I like to do videos I like to watch because I really don't know how else to gauge it. And then I figure, you know, you find your tribe. You have like-minded people, Well, cuss. I do not know what to do about this. Do you all do that too? Watch process or do videos that you like to watch, or how do you gauge what kind of videos to watch? To make. I guess I could look at my analytics and let that be the judge, but I don't want to just go by views and do what gets views. I kind of want it to be more. Oh wow, I was about ready to give up on it, and then I pulled it and it popped undone. Well, there we go. So let's see if that will separate. And it did. See, it stayed separate, lined up with the right row of holes. Okay, so there's one. Two. See, I got another knot. Two. And I will say this uses more string than you think. So what I do is, I know it's too much, but I've not run out of string since I started doing this. But I go from, now I'll do an extra one if I have 3 holes or something. But I go from, how you hold from your chin to your hand to measure, like you pull string and you take your hand and then stretch it out straight. See what I'm saying? And what I do is do one of those for each signature. Like I pinch it and then I pull my arms, I pinch it at my chin and then pull my arm straight out, right? And then I do one of, which is supposed to be roughly a yard, right? Well, I do one of those for each signature. And then that's if it has 2 holes. And then if it has 3, then I might do an extra one. Because it's really not that much more distance. Because you're still sewing this same distance, whether it's 2 or 3 holes. You know what I mean? And weaving in and out of 2 or 3 holes is not that much different. 2 holes versus 3, because your distance on the spine is still the same. See what I'm saying? So I go ahead and I then do that an extra time, just in case I feel like I need it. Okay, now we're going to catch that string. See, I caught it under my needle. Do you see that? Now we're not going to tighten it yet, because last time we tightened it all up and then we had to loosen it to get the next string in. So now we're going to keep it loose for a second. And we're going to come through there. Okay, so now we're going to tighten. So we're going to come through and down and then up. And then that signature is in line now. Because I don't want to flip it that way yet. I'll show you in a second. And this is the same whether you do 2 or 3 holes or a journal or a book or anything. This is how I jog over and interlock that stitch to keep it lined up in the right row of holes. Okay. 2, 3, 4. I measured this one just right, didn't I? 3. Now we're going to come in just through the signature. Okay. Now we're going to come over. You know, this string's longer. Oh, look how much I got tangled up there. That's okay. I'll show you how to fix that. What happened was it got a knot in it, and I didn't pull all of it through in the beginning, in the first signature. This is what not to do. All throughout. Bless our hearts. But I've done enough of these. I'm like, yeah, I can fix that. That's not a problem. I'll just rig it up. I haven't really had a big problem that I couldn't fix, you know. I mean, even if I have to break it down like I did in those ones and make 4 journals out of it because I made it all too fat, you know, we can fix it all. Okay, so okay, so we're going to pull that tight, and now we're going to pull this first one. This is what I've meant when I said it gets real stupid real quick if you don't tighten as you go. So now we got to pull this first one. Nope. Okay. There. Nope. Okay, so that one goes through there. And then this one, okay. Then this one goes in there. And then this one pulls out there. Okay. Now our string on the last, or first, or the other signature is a little shorter. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull this one over to that signature. Okay. So what we're going to do is I'm sorry I'm such a hot mess today, guys. I'm still going to upload it though, because this is real life, you know. We don't always have a pretty craft room with something pretty in front of us. Sometimes it's a hot mess. Okay, so I'm going to lock that through that row of stitches, right? And then I'm going to come down just through the signature, not the whole thing. I'm going to come out the back. This is when some of those curved needles come in handy. Well, golly, guys, is it going to be okay, you think? Okay, looks like we can do. Yep, we got it. We got it. I'm going to get the pliers out. Because my hands are not that strong. Made an appointment to see the hand doctor. Okay. I'm going to have to do this leveraged on the table a little bit. I'll just come up through the top signature. Does anybody else think this is the hardest part of a journal? I mean, I probably need oh, heck with this. I don't really want to fight this dang thing. Hey, I wonder if I could use the needle threader and pull it through. Let's try that. Hey, I might have come up with a hack for this hot mess. Or a bent needle. Let's do, what do we want to do? Okay, we'll try a bent needle. And if that doesn't work, then we'll try the needle threader thing. I bet the needle threader would work too. What I'm trying to do is come back in here, and it's hard to do. When you sew a journal together, it's pretty tough, you know. Like I said, I've never had one come apart, and being so tough, it makes it hard to bend when you need it to flex, when you need it to flex to get in a signature. Now, other people might do different things and be all, you know, have this all figured out. But some of this stuff I struggle with. I need a needle threader because that's so thick. Okay, we'll just, I'm tempted to stick that through there and pull them. Let's see if I can do that. Because that, everybody has a needle threader, you know? Then we could do it that way. How about that? Wouldn't that be neat if we figured out something easy? Let's see if that'll even go through there. I bet it won't. It's too flexible. Well, heck, that's not going to work. So then what you do, this might help if I wore my glasses to see what I'm doing though, right? Okay, okay. I wonder if I could get them both in there. No, probably not. Okay. So then, let's see if this works. Well, I see it, but it's not coming out the right hole. Well, forget it. I say as I try again. It's going in, but it's not coming out right. Okay. Forget that. I'll show you my way around that. I was trying to do it different this time to see if I could figure it out, but I couldn't. So what happened is my thread is between my spine and my signatures, and I need my thread to come up through just a signature. But it is all so snug after it's put together, it's impossible. Okay? So what I was trying to do was use a curved needle or something to push it through since it's so snug, but it wasn't working. I still can't get it. So then my way around that is just to go back out. Just go back outside, all the way out. Okay? Then and I'm going to go ahead and pull this other string out too. We'll do them both at the same time. Hey, baby. my boy just got home. Okay. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to pull both of these through. My kids are coming home. I have to wrap this up, but we're going to get it. We're going to win, guys. I'm recording. What do you need? I'll be done in just a second. I'm fighting with this signature. So then what we're going to do is we're going to come in a straight shot. So then we don't have to mess with the curve. See? And another straight shot. Golly, this has been aggravating. I guess I do need to watch videos on this. Like I said, it makes sense to me. Not that it's all easy, but it does make sense. But I've never really watched tutorials on sewing in signatures. It always just kind of made sense to me. I don't think I've ever had this much trouble. And I probably don't even need to put it on the interweb, being such a mess about it. Okay, so then what we're going to do is we're going to come through this, and then that gives us something to tie to. See what I'm saying? And if I was real good, I would do these at the top of the signature. I've done that before, and then you've got more of a place to hang a charm or something, you know, a little handmade with love charm or something. Okay, so there we've got 3 neat signatures. And then what I'm going to do is I might work on this more tomorrow on camera if you want to see. And then to clean this edge up with that crease right there of that fold, I was going to put this along here. Pretty. And then to clean this edge up of these folds, because this is like a couple layers of paper and folders and everything. Like I changed my mind and added another layer, and then, well, it's hard to get it not wrinkled after all that. So then this is going to have this. So then that'll be on the outside when that wraps around. Okay, see? So I think that's enough for now. I'm kind of wore out. But I'm glad I showed you all of what I was doing, and I'm glad we got through it. And then there we have 3 very secure, tough to even get the string in and out. They're so secure. Very even. You can see they're very even, very secure, very nice. 3 signatures sewn in. Okay. Thanks for watching. Love you. Bye.